What's up? Okay. Happy New Year, people. I'd like to welcome you guys to another one take countdown. I told you guys I was gonna get this video up and it's here. First of all, I'd like to hope you guys are having a wonderful 2018 so far. If you're not, at least you got a whole bunch of more days to go. All right, so don't worry about it. It can turn around at any time. All right. So yeah, this a video I've been waiting to fucking do, man. Ready to get this shit up. In all honesty, it is my top 10 video. Blew it, but yep, that's why I just want to take reviews because we don't go back on anything. This is my top 10 movies of 2017 for me. This is my list. I promise you, I can guarantee you're not going to agree with this list. All right, that's just what it is. It doesn't matter to me because it's my personal list. Everybody has their own personal list of the stuff they just liked. You know what I'm saying? Me, and believe me, it's one of those. So let me get into my honorable mentions. I don't even think I need this for my honorable mentions. Honorable mentions for me is a Justice League movie I really had fun with. Only the Brave was a movie that I kind of got to the point where like somebody was throwing like dirt in my eyes because my eyes kept watering. I don't know what that was about. But it was a beautiful movie. 3 Billboards Outside of Edmond, Missouri. It was so hard not to put this on my top 10 list, but it just I have some others that just for me did more for me. Brad Status I thought was a phenomenal film. It really touched me, and it was pretty great, if I'm just being honest. But here's the moment. Here's what you came for. The top 10. So let's get into the top 10. Number 10. Yeah. The number 10 is The Big Sick. This movie was a shocker for me. I went into the theater not knowing what to expect. I just heard a little bit about it, and I don't even think I seen the trailer for it. Just like I saw it playing, and I was just like, let me go and check this out. And I went in, and I came out like, yo, that was not what I expected. I fucking love this thing from beginning to end. And I've watched it like 3 times since then. The movie is beautiful. I love the directing. Kumail Nanjiani and Zoe Kazan did a fucking fantastic job of bringing forth a real life story of how he met his wife. Kumail Nanjiani met his wife. Beautiful movie, and a lot of heart too. Number 9, Thor Ragnarok. You probably you thinking like, damn, Daisy, you got Thor Ragnarok at number 9? Listen, hear me out. I really enjoyed this movie. I had fun with this movie. I laughed a lot in this movie. It just was missing something for me. I couldn't just put my finger on it. It was just missing something for me. But I enjoyed every single thing. It has my favorite I don't even want to call her like sidekick of the year, but like breakout star of the year for me. And Tessa Thompson, I fucking love Valkyrie. She is probably my favorite MCU character now. Like seriously, the stuff they did with Thor was great. I love the fact that they made him more comedic. It was definitely a Taika Waititi film. I actually watched. Okay, that's not a part of this. That's not. I was about to tease, but I actually watched some other Taika Waititi films, and you can really tell that this is a Taika Waititi film. Cate Blanchett, I fucking loved her as hella. Like seriously, there was a couple of problems like how they treated the Warriors 3, but other than that and the fact that I love what they did with the Hulk, it just had to go on my list, undoubtedly. Number 8, Coco. Listen, if you watch Coco, if you are any kind of way close to your family, and you watch Coco, and you not at the end when that last song hit, I don't know the name still to this day. I don't know the name of that song. It's a beautiful song. I know a lot of people remember other songs, but that last song did it for me. The way it built up and led to that, and Coco, boy Miguel playing it down. Listen, I love that movie. That was one of the movies that really just took me and made me just feel good. And it's really one of those movies in which you just completely escape into the world, and the way they celebrate the dead is some person who lost some people. It's just something you really, really enjoy watching, like from beginning to fucking ending. Number 7 is a movie you guys might not have heard of. It's A Silent Voice. This is a film that came out, I think, last year, but we got the English dub of it this year. Japanese film. I can't tell you. I can't pronounce. Listen, if I don't have it wrote down, I'm not gonna remember these Japanese names. I'm sorry, but this has to be one of the best films I have ever seen in my entire life. It could have been number one easily. It could have been. It just some certain things I like more, But this is probably, if I'm going best film I've seen this year, this might just be it. As my personal, it's gonna be, it's at number 7. But this film was fucking phenomenal. The story, and listen, I know a lot of people watch their animes subs. I watch this sub and dub. And the one thing I tell you, there's a sequence that happens in the dub version that you actually don't get when you're watching in the sub version, and it fucking blows you away. In the very beginning of this, gonna have you pretty much either mad or in tears. Like either way, it is phenomenal. I definitely highly recommend you check out A Silent Voice. Moving on to number 6. What is my number? Movie that came out earlier this year and was a fucking smash. Get Out. Jordan Peele, you got your one. This was one of the best films I've seen, ever. And it was crazy. I've only seen it once. I haven't had the chance to actually see it again. But the first time I saw it, it stuck with me so much. And for something that came out earlier this year to stick with me right now and present, I think the film did exactly what it needed to do. It was an amazing film from beginning to end, and it really dealt with like some social things that were going on in the world. There were racism, and it pretty much put it right there on screen, in your face, like, yeah, take it in the mouth. Didn't mean that like that. Don't worry about it. Don't even trip. But the Kaluuya, can't think of his name. I just know his name, Kaluuya. L'Oreal. Everybody in this thing, phenomenal across the board. The acting is terrific, but the story is what really gets you, and what it makes you think about is what really hits hard for you. Shout out to Jordan Peele for making a fucking masterpiece in my eyes. Number 5. Do I even have? Number 5. This is one of the most fun movies and probably one of my favorite MCU movie of the year, and that is Spider-Man Homecoming. I love Spider-Man Homecoming. Tom Holland's portrayal of Peter Parker. Listen, I've told people numerous times, I could just watch a movie about them kids being in high school and be completely okay with that. I'm completely okay with that. He don't even have to be Spider-Man. He can lose his fucking powers and shit, and he's just gonna be in high school, and I will watch that fucking movie because every single one of those kids in that, I'm calling them kids, I'm barely older than them, but every single one of those people in that movie, it just gave you a different aspect. I like the whole portrayal. Michael Keaton's Vulture was phenomenal as a person you actually can relate to and actually you feel for. It's something great. Marvel really, they did something great with that character. He was an excellent villain, terrifying. And like I said, he has a heart to him. You understand where this guy's coming from, and it's kind of crazy. You kind of siding with the villain more than you was fine with Spider-Man. It's like, dude, let that man do his thing. He trying to take care of his family because of people. They coming in. He made so many points in there. Like, yo, I'm just doing the same thing they've been doing, and it's fucking amazing. Like once again, I thought it was excellent portrayal of Spider-Man. I can't say who's the greatest Spider-Man because honestly, I like each one. I like something different from each one of them. But the jokes, everything for me, everything about this film worked. Well, except he didn't make his own suit, but to tie him into the Avengers, I see why they did that. So I'm not tripping. Number 4, Wonder. Let me tell you something. I cried. What? I guess I cried watching this movie because it was gorgeous. And the shit happening to just like, why are the kids so mean? Why they don't come on, man? Why leave them alone, man? He didn't choose to be like this. Leave them alone, you sons of bitches. I know I probably shouldn't be calling people kids sons of bitches, but you can't tell me you didn't watch that movie and just think, oh, you sons of bitches, why is y'all fucking with this boy? It's just how it happened. The movie was fucking great. Jacob Tremblay did a phenomenal job as that Augie. And I love the way the story was told from like different people's perspective. How it was told from his sister's perspective, his friend's perspective. I was just told the story in general, and how the friendships are built and so authentic, and the whole message behind this thing, man. It's kind of just one of those things, just like, yo, man, just be a better person. It's one of those things you just honestly that is instilled in some people, just like, yo, just you probably can't be you there's fuck ups out there, but just be the best person you can be, man, every single day of your life, and never be ashamed of who you are. Let me chill out before I get teared up and shit. My number 3. This is now. Let me tell y'all right now. 1, 2, and 3. They can do whatever. They pretty much go interchangeable at any time. But my number 3 has to be Logan. I didn't love Logan as much as everybody else the first time I saw it. I liked it, and I thought it was really good. But the more and more I just sit back and watch, I said, oh, I watched it a few more times. I'm like, this is unnecessary. This is unnecessarily good. Because I actually, when I finished watching the movie, I was like, yo, I'm actually pretty pissed off that this movie was this fucking good, and the fact that he's just going off to the sunset. But listen, the ending alone, when she takes the cross and it turns to the X, touched my heart. Touched my heart. Daphne King, Patrick Stewart, Hugh Jackman. What a send-off, okay? What a fantastic film. Listen, this is above the superhero genre. This movie does it all for me, okay? From beginning to end, I don't feel like there's a weak moment in this film. The chemistry between the characters is off the fucking charts. Everything about it is beautiful. It's great. Logan is my number 3. My number 2 and number 1 really went back and forth, because I was like, do I really want that to be my number 1? And then I said, oh Lord, am I about to switch? Because when I say this, I can't take it back. My number 2 is The Disaster Artist. I love The Disaster Artist so much, just because the James Franco as Tommy Wiseau, and something, and I just recently, not too long, it's probably been 2 weeks, and I had my review up, I watched The Room. I've seen worse movies in The Room. I didn't get the big hype about it, but watching this movie, it just really puts you in the world of like, my biggest thing that I liked is like they didn't make fun of Tommy. They just, James Franco as Tommy Wiseau is perfect, okay? But the thing, I just really enjoyed the story more because Tommy and Greg, it was just two friends that were like, fuck, man, we out here in LA. Ain't nobody giving us a chance. Fuck, man, I'm getting frustrated. I'm not getting no calls. I'm not booking nothing. And they just were like, you know what? Fuck this. We're going to make our own movie. And regardless of what it turns out to be, it's going to be, it's me and you. It's me and you versus everybody else. I believe in you, you believe in me. And that message for me means a lot. Because I've said this a bunch of times. There's not always somebody you have beside you who believes in you as much as you believe in yourself. And when you find somebody, who shares that view, you posted. That's somebody you need with you for life. Somebody who says it's us against them. Fuck that. Fuck what they say. Man, you gonna do this? 'Cause, like, once again, I believe in you and you believe in me. Let's do this. And that whole message I got throughout the film, and the struggle between the two, and the stuff that happened. Everything about this movie, I love. I walked out of it. I think I sat in the theater like 10 minutes after it was over, just watching, just sitting there, just contemplating like so much in just life. I really enjoyed the film. It's probably one of my favorite films I've ever seen in my entire life. It's probably for me, it really affected me. I got a lot. It really did. Number one film of my number one. I mean, you gotta know what this is. If you've been a fan of this channel or been watching any of my stuff, you should know my number one film of 2017 is Wonder Woman. Was there really any like surprise? This was my most anticipated film of 2010, and the fact that it didn't disappoint, it surpassed my expectations was all I needed. I don't know how many times. I can watch this movie all day, every day, and never take the DVD out. Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman is so powerful. And what this thing did for like women around the world is amazing. And the same effect I feel like Black Panther's gonna have here soon. But what Wonder Woman came and did this year, I feel like it just gave so many people something to like a hope and courage and bravery. It just this film moves you. Like it really does move you. And I know some people have a problem with the third act. Me being the type of fan that I am, I enjoy that type of stuff. I love the big ass spectacle. And then when you put a big ass spectacle and you have certain little moments going in between and inside of and while all this shit's going on, it's untouchable. Okay, it's unfucking touchable. Top 10 number one movie of the year for me is Wonder Woman. Her and Chris Pine together. Loved it. So you guys let me know what you thought about my list down in the comments. If you want to, just put your list down in the comments, or just let me know if you got a video of your top 10. I'll go check it out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm very interested to see what's everybody's top 10 of the year. What's your top 10 best? Oh, I also have a top 5 worst video coming. Not top 10, because let's be honest, I really like bad movies. But there are 5 out there there are 5 Duke shooters out there that I will never watch again. I'm just being honest. But that video is coming up pretty soon. Thank you guys for watching this one. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. More want to take reviews, you know what I'm saying, anime reviews, you know what I'm saying, all the shit that's going on in movies and life. You know what I'm saying? Peace out.